Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing a fascinating product from Audiolab, their DC Block 6. Now, mains power isn't as pure and isn't as clean and isn't as good as you would think. And an amplifier by design takes that power, feeds it through its circuitry, out its amplification stage and into the speakers, and from there into your ears. So any inherent noise that's sitting there in the background from the power is going to end up in your room, subtly admittedly. One of the big problems with AC power is the effect direct current which builds up in it can have on particularly toroidal power supplies. Now, Audiolab with their amplification, and look, here's a 9000A, because it's one of my favourites. In fact, it's right here. It's got one of Audiolab's designs and features, which is thoroughly implemented with the 9000, is really clean power supplies, really good power fed into the electronics. If the incoming power has DC in it, then you're likely to introduce physical noise in the power transformer and distortion through your speakers. So the DC blocker, the little box, a little single in and out, which I've done previously, there it is a single in-out for the likes of a problem solver, a nice little accessory that reduces RF noise, reduces the potential of lightning and other sort of overvoltage issues, but most importantly completely eliminates DC on the mains before it gets fed to the unit. Well, this product, the 6, is a traditional width product, same width as everything else by Audiolab. It's designed to be stacked with the rest of your Audiolab equipment. It's got a single input and 6 outputs, meaning that you've got a nice tidy loom of power cabling into your electronics, and again it looks lovely as far as that sort of fit and finish in a hi-fi system. So it completely eliminates DC and therefore potential transformer noise, therefore distortion. It completely eliminates RF noise and leaves you with a cleaner, clearer signal to your electronics. Well, there we go. There's it summed up. Nevertheless, let's have a look. All of Audiolab products in this category are in a brown box wrapped in a plastic wrap. The easiest way to get into those is a combination of just kind of scoring lightly the top and tearing and ripping away the plastic. The plastic is there to eliminate freight labels, maybe keep it dry in transit. Let's be honest, a lot of people are buying things online nowadays, so logically it's going to be delivered via a carrier. And so sitting out on the porch or the back doorstep or something like that in the rain isn't too good. So Audiolab wrapped these in plastic. It reveals obviously their box, and like everything from Audiolab, you see a very simple layout along like this. The information as far as stacking, the product is on one side, and then we've got the model and serial number with scannable codes, a QR code to Audiolab's website, and a minimum of a 3-year warranty. Opening these products, really, really easy. These are sort of tape closed with what they call sort of paper tape. It's a fabric tape rather than clear plastic tape. Opening them is really, really easy, as you could see. And the first thing that it reveals is the manual and instructions associated with the product in a big plastic bag. Look, it's very straightforward to use. In fact, to be honest, you don't really even need to read the manual. It's more about specifications than anything. The only thing you might need to be aware of is at the rear of the unit, and you'll see that there's a fused IEC input, so that fuse of course could blow in certain circumstances if you overload it, and then also a breaker reset. You'll see that again in a moment. What we see though in this side is all the accessories, and that's where some of the real value comes in. So the accessories help to protect the front of the unit in transit. There's a big thing of closed cell foam. Nevertheless, inside, and it's got its own little part code, we see some of the accessories that make this product really, really good value. The first is a New Zealand IEC power cord. So that's an earthed 3-pin power cord. The next, and what makes it unusual, is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IEC male to female to allow all of the cabling out of the unit into the related connected accessories. All of that, I mean, that's a significant cost, and they've included with it, making, again, exceptional value. The feature set of this product alone is worthy of its price, let alone adding all of the power cabling you might need as well. Now, okay, so from there we see it sitting in a big chunk of closed cell foam. Now the unit itself weighs, basically sort of 5 kilos. It's about 7 by the time it's in its box. Get rid of that. Closed cell foam, it's cut for the exact shape, including supporting its feet in front. Getting it out's really, really easy. And then place it on one edge, and the poly paper bag is held in place with a couple of pieces of sellotape. Opening it, you'll see the traditional feet that we've seen on all of Audiolab's products. Sliding it out is pretty straightforward. This is hardly a delicate product, so there's no need to be too fussy. Nevertheless, we see at the front some basic design. The first is just the Audiolab logo. There's no other screen printing associated with its model or anything along those lines. It's designed to be muted. It's worth mentioning, as I tip it up, it is black. It is also available in the Audiolab silver as well, so that's excellent. Nevertheless, it's got a front display protected with a little piece of plastic. That front display shows the incoming voltage, and you can turn that off. So you can have it sort of in mute mode, so to speak. The depth is absolutely identical to the rest of the Audiolab range because this is designed to be stacked with it, so no points for guessing its dimensions. At the back we see the basic functions that I've already alluded to some of. The first is a IEC plug, socket obviously, and a fuse. Then we see an overload reset. So that's, if you're doing something silly and actually pulling way too much current through this product. On that note, it's about 8 amps an outlet, but it's rated to 10 amps if you're not using them all, okay? It's one of those things. You've got a main power switch, and that's kind of cool. If you've got a whole stack of Audiolab equipment, or anything, by the way, it can be really convenient to be able to isolate the power with one simple switch. One in, on, off, and a whole rack of equipment turning on and off, for example, and then a nice easy loom of IEC outlets as well. Beside this big switch we see the ability to turn on and off the voltage display. On is in and off is out. Then simply enough we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DC protected AC outlets. They're a IEC socket. Looking at the bottom, of course, it's pretty boring because it doesn't have any ventilation, it doesn't require it, just the 4 feet that we've seen as standard in the range. So there we have it. Audiolab's excellent DC Block 6. This lovely performance-driven accessory, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.